Hello everyone, I am here with another video about meditation, manifestation. And today we're going to talk about how Mindvalley teaches that mind shapes your reality, which is the truth. They are absolutely right about it. But here's the good news. You do not really need like a big course to start, because half the times we sort of get demotivated because we think that, oh my god, this might just be such a huge thing to do. How are we going to manage it? Maybe there's so much to learn behind it before we hit success. And that is where today in this video I'm going to show you that you can really reprogram your brain for success in just 21 days using very simple principles which Vishen Lakhani or Joe Dispenza they talk about. And we are going to break these principles into simple daily practices so that you just enjoy this manifestation process, this rewiring process, and not feel overloaded about it. I hope you all know me. My name is Sonakshi. I'm also named as Pearl online. I'm a rapid transformational therapist and a hypnotherapist trained by Marisa Peer, who is a celebrity hypnotherapist. Like many of you, I have been inspired by Mindvalley's teachings, and that is where I really started learning from. That was my, if not the first, but then the second path towards spirituality. So I've been inspired by Vishen Lakhani, how they focus on this Joe Dispenza's, they focus on their growth. And again, Joe Dispenza, who happens to be such a fabulous, he provides such fabulous theories to rewire your brain. But at the same time, every time I would read, every time I would try to find things from them, I'd feel overwhelmed as to because it used to bring that stress in my mind. I'd start feeling, how will I really be able to follow the practices which they are mentioning? And so that is why today I want to share what I did and how things got so simplified for me that I was able to reprogram my brain within 21 days. And so I choose to share that 21 days plan with you so that you can start right away without feeling overwhelmed and stressed. So, now, when it comes to Mindvalley often talks about creating new realities through your mind. And neuroscience backs it up, right? So, in 21 days, repeated thoughts begin forming new neural pathways. Isn't that so interesting? Every reframe that is created through those repeated thoughts weakens the old beliefs and it strengthens the new ones. And when your old beliefs are weakened and your new beliefs are strengthened, as Joe Dispenza explains, the neurons that fire those new beliefs, they wire them together as well. So it's like you bring in new thoughts, they weaken the old ones, and now this rewiring is a whole mesh, it's a whole setup, it's a whole network which creates your neurons to fire and sort of put the new beliefs in a state of permanence. They become permanent. So that is the concept which Mindvalley explains. Now, how do we do it? It does sound complicated, right? Oh my God, how is this going to happen? What is it that I exactly should be doing these 21 days to really get back to that path of success, so that path of success, that rewiring and firing, all these complicated words that are coming in the video, they sort of just really come in action. So here's how we do it. In the same spirit of what Mindvalley teaches, but in a very simplified way. Okay? Now, the first step that you have to follow is awareness. Now, awareness means that you're going to notice your limiting thought. Like, for example, I can't succeed. I can't succeed, right? You are aware that there's a limiting thought that is coming your way, right? Then you are going to reframe, means you are going to replace that negative thought with a believing, empowering thought, something which is believable and yet empowering. So I am learning success every day, right? So this is now replacing the I can't succeed thought. And then the action alignment, right? Take one small action daily that proves the new belief. Now, what does that mean? When you are replacing your thought process, the old thought process, with a new one, you're saying, I am learning success every day. That's not just enough. That replacement is not enough. That's the starting point. The other end of the puzzle is you are backing it up with action. When you back it up with action, even if it is something as simple as, just reading a good book, or expressing gratitude, or listening to one affirmation every day. So when you are setting up an action towards your replacing thought, which was I am learning success every day, that is how you move from theory to transformation. You move from visualization to reality. Does that sound simple? It sounds really simple, right? Be aware. Any negative thought coming in your mind, replace it. So replacement theory. Then you replace that thought and you back that replaced thought with an action. And that's it. Your brain has started to get signal that something is changing in your body, and your brain will start acting accordingly. It will start creating conditions which are going to suit your new belief, because you are backing that belief with action. And the brain cannot differentiate between what the reality is, what the reality is not. As long as you are believing and you're backing it up with actions, it will start to create opportunities of success. So let me give you a practical example, okay? Let's say your goal is to launch a product, like a project, like I'm starting my YouTube channel, okay? So awareness, all right? I want to be aware that no one's going to watch my videos, right? I'm going to change it. I'm going to reframe my thought with a belief. Each video that I create is going to attract my audience more and more closer towards me. And then the action alignment is going to be upload a video each week, right? Because now you have this belief that you're attracting your audience. So you're not worrying about that old thought, no one's going to watch my video. Your belief is intact. And based on this belief, you are performing your actions. That is how like Mindvalley style wisdom is put into your life in a very practical way, in a very uplifting, simple way. Right? So why don't people stick with it? Like, why can't people like if it is that simple, why don't people really stick with this theory? So Mindvalley really highlights the importance of consistency. And they are really right. People most of the times fail because they quit after a few days. So if they don't see results, they quit. They start getting back to that old belief, right? They don't track progress, because for us, for a lot of people who are choosing to quit, progress is only the end goal. But no, progress is not just the end goal. It is that path also of learning editing, to being able to upload to 1 view, to 2 views, to 3 views, to 7 views. You know, in my last video, I just got 7 views, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm not even believing that there are 7 views. I mean, for every 1 view that I'm getting, I'm assuming it's 1,000 views already. So, because I am doing my task, I am not letting that replacement belief that, with every video that I upload, I'm going to attract more and more audience. That belief is not going away from my mind, because I am continuously backing it up with my actions. And then their affirmations. The third thing why people also just quit or fail is because their affirmations, they start to feel empty without action, because you stop doing that action. You stop doing that action. You don't have to stop acting, because if you stop acting, that replacement belief starts to fade, and that initial negative thought starts to come up, float up again. So these are three things. You quit, you don't track your progress because you think the progress is only the end goal. Don't consider end goal as your progress. End goal is not your progress. Not, I mean, that is progress, but that's not the only progress. It's the increments which can, which we should count. And that is when we'll start feeling motivated. So 7 views is progress. It is success, right? I hope you all are, the ones that are watching, like everyone who's watching knows, and you can all connect to me, that I am absolutely backing my belief with action, and I am doing it every single day, no matter what. One way or the other, I know universe is aligning things for me. And this is for every situation out there. And that is why I have created a 21-day mind reset journal. Now, inspired by the science and principles of, Mindvalley creators, but of course designed by me, and it's practical. Each day you'll write down one limiting belief which you have in your head, and you need to reprogram and reframe it with new belief. And then next to it, with that new belief, you should plan an aligned action, and then reflect on your progress, so that you never go back to that limiting belief again. You never feel like, oh my god, that limiting belief is coming again, right? So this journal is going to act as a bridge between Mindvalley's wisdom and your daily progress. And you can definitely download the journal for free. I'm going to provide the link in the description. Put your email address, and you should be able to get your journal in your mailboxes right away. And I just say that Mindvalley is right. Your mind does create your reality. But in just 21 days, you can reprogram your thoughts for success without overwhelm. Now, when instead of you feeling overloaded because of the 21 days, if you start to keep it simplistic by being aware, by replacing the old belief with a new one, and then aligning one action, you make these 21 days truly accomplished, and definitely they help rewire your brain. So download the free journal, start today, and let me know in your comments, what belief are you ready to reprogram? Because we are in this journey of manifestation together. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tools to manifest your best life with me. I am not stopping, because I know that every video that I make is going to attract people like you towards me, so that we can run in it and sail in it and flourish in our lives together. Thank you.